Malika Andrews, host of the NBA Today, joins us now. And Malika, we had Draymond on a little bit earlier, and he was raving about Andrew Wiggins and his growth and maturation. I know Draymond shared something with you, anecdotally, a story about him that illustrates the point as well. Could you share that with us?
Yeah, absolutely, Scott. So in Draymond Green's post-game press conference, we had a conversation about Andrew Wiggins, and he told me when I asked him, when was it that you knew that he could be such a reliable presence in these playoffs? He said, well, it's been building for 2.5 years, because when Andrew Wiggins was traded here, he said, a lot of people said, you know what, he's a trade piece. He's something that the Warriors can package and move on from. But at that same time, it was Tibbs that was telling Draymond Green and the rest of the team, you're going to love this guy. He is tough. And he said that one of the reasons that he knew he was tough is that Jimmy Butler loves this player, loves Andrew Wiggins. And Draymond told me, Jimmy Butler, he doesn't love anybody who has an ounce of soft in him. And that's when Draymond knew that the two of them would get along. And I was speaking with one of the Warriors security guards, and he said that he started to call Andrew Wiggins Playoff Wiggins. That's a nickname that he's hoping catches on a little bit, because Andrew Wiggins has been so reliable, so dependable in all the biggest moments when they have needed him this postseason.
Well, as Tim Legler said at the start of our show, look, they don't win this game without him, in part because Steph, Malika, off a 43-point night for the first time in his career in the playoffs, his 133rd playoff game, does not make a three. Monica McNutt talked to him afterwards. He clearly knew he didn't make one. Seemed like he was hunting one late, didn't get it. I would imagine that's rather ominous for Boston, that Steph doesn't make a three and you miss that window of opportunity. What's the sense in Golden State's locker room about the Steph Curry we're going to see on Thursday?
Well, Steph told our Roz Goldonwude that, yes, he knows that all good things have to come to an end. At least he's standing there with a smile after he doesn't make a three because they ended up winning the game. But Draymond Green said, look, he is going to be livid going into Game 6. Steph Curry doesn't walk away from a performance like this lightly thinking, oh, it's all gravy, it's going to be good, we'll figure it out. He is going to want to revenge that performance, avenge that performance. And so Draymond Green said he's going to be livid, and that's exactly the way that we need and like him for a Game 6 in Boston, where I was there, Scott. It's one of the loudest arenas I have ever been in. It is a hostile environment for these Golden State Warriors. The fans are going to be cheering on their home team. You know that Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, you just heard him say it, they are going to be looking to extend this series. So a Steph Curry that's looking to prove something, that's going to be a little bit dangerous for Boston.
You know, as hosts, we're not often asked our opinion. I'm not asking you to try to make a pick. I just wonder, having been as close as you've been for all these games back and forth, and as you just allude to, Boston's is an awfully difficult environment. Is your sense that you're going to fly to Boston and then your guys are going to be flying back to the West Coast? Do you sense that this is a Father's Day Game 7?
I've had the spidey sense that this is going to be a long series the entire time that we've sort of watched these two teams play. I try not to be too reactive to one specific game, but you mentioned it. Boston hasn't lost back-to-back games all season long. They were 7-0 coming into tonight after a loss this season. And so it does seem to me that perhaps something has kind of gone the Warriors' way. But Scott, I have 2 flights booked. I have a flight back to San Francisco and a flight booked back to LA. So I'm not going to be caught. I'm not going to be caught without a flight home either way.
I understand. Nobody wants to be on with ESPN Travel trying to sort this out after Thursday night. That's no good. That's no good.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.